got your milkshakes. Nice strawberry chocolate milkshakes. On to the next question, right? We have this thing called police, right? So let's talk about policing. I knew you would have a shocked look on your face. And then there's a word called ownership. All right? So we're gonna compare ownership with policing. So quickly tell me, what is policing? When you hear the word policing, what does it mean?
When you're literally you're watching everyone's moves and you're like strictly punishing them for everything. Like the minute they just step out of the line, then it's like, no, punishment.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to jump in on that? Policing? No, you agree? Fantastic. So we have the agreeables here and the non-agreeables, or the disagreeables here. If I said to you ownership, what does that mean?
You hold yourself accountable for the things you do.
Say that again.
You hold yourself accountable for the things you do.
Okay. What's the buzzword there that you see?
Accountable.
The other one.
Yourself.
Yourself. And Bussy, what do you think about ownership for yourself?
I think when you have the right people who are taking ownership for when they're doing something wrong, it can really have an amazing outcome. But some kids who just don't want to do that and they're just there for the trouble in a way, they definitely need to be watched more closely.
Okay, so can we agree that a policing situation, so in other words, we've got to create strict rules, we've got to make sure that there is harsh punishment, there is a place for it, all right? And then there's also a place for ownership, where you take the other buzzword.
Yourself.
Accountable.
Accountable.
You become accountable for yourself, okay? So there's a difference, all right? So Peak Academy is more geared towards, you can say it now, policing or ownership.
Or ownership.
Ownership. Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
On that note, though, it also, I find that if you look at the system of the school, it's up to the individual. Every person's different, and you take it upon yourself if you want to take ownership or if you don't, and how much ownership you take.
Yeah.
Caitlin, tell me, how has it affected you with ownership around your academics?
The thing when I came to the school was it was a jump, but it was very, we're giving you the tools, textbook, teacher, if you need it, office hour, you're given everything. And then it's up to you to take all of those things, use it, and get your marks. And that, I find, is very nice for me, because I'm a very independent child, and I don't like it when the teachers are, here's everything for you, here's your notes on the board, copy those notes, those will be in the exam, here's everything. You've actually got to, they give you everything, and then they're like, okay, now it's up to you. It's very hands-off. They will help you, but you need to come ask for their help.
Absolutely. So you spoke about tools.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question because it looks like I'm leading, but what do you think some of those tools are? Caitlin mentioned one or two of them. But what do you think the tools are that Peak has given you for that ownership?
Freedom. Like you actually
Is freedom a tool?
No, okay. Wow, Mark. No, what I mean is like you give us the chance to prove ourselves.
Yes.
If that's a tool.
No.
Office hours.
But what are the tangible tools? What are the things that we've put in place for you to use that you can use as a guideline?
A system where you can work effectively and how it works for you.
And that
not
system
how it works
is
for
what?
someone else.
Oh,
Also
like
having office hours so we can have one-on-one time with the teachers.
Office hours. So quickly explain
Schedules.
office hours. You'll know better. For the senior campus, it's better.
Office hours are when you have a free period in between your subjects to book a time with the teacher to go over the work that you might have not understood or struggled with, to work on it and get better.
Absolutely. Okay, and then you said
Schedules.
Schedules. What is a schedule?
So it's something. Hear me.
No, you.
Oh, okay. it's basically something a teacher makes. Like it's a piece of paper
Oh, fantastic.
with words on it. No. So basically, it takes the work you need to cover for that semester or that term, and it breaks it up for you so that every day you're doing a small bit of work. So with Peak, you don't get homework, but you have to stick to what you're scheduling work. So if you have to do page 10 to page 11, that's what you have to do that day. And they break it up so that it's small amounts every day so that you're not going home at the end of the week with like hundreds of pages to do. You know, you're behind in all your subjects. It's like to break it up and slow it down so that you can use those free periods effectively and you're not just sitting around talking to your friends all the time.
And
So
also, another thing is you can work ahead in your schedule. You don't have to stay, because with me, I would find it very frustrating if the teacher just said, just do this, just do that. I would have no work to do. So I like it that you can work ahead, you can go at your own pace. And that also gives you the freedom for the subjects you're like, well, this is easy. You could do it in one day and then be done. And then subject that you're struggling with, you can take it slow and ask the teacher for help, use all of those things.
So the analogy I use when guys come for interviews at school, one of the things I ask is, on a Monday morning when you wake up and you come to school, where you come from, did you know what work you were going to be doing in school, right? And you would have said no, right? Because you don't know.
For what?
And so on a Monday morning now at Peak, you know exactly what work needs to be done because there is a schedule. All right. Another famous thing that everybody says to me, oh, but I'm finished my work for the day.
No, you're not.
Exactly, you're not. Why are you not finished for the day?
Because you can always work ahead.
Because you can always move on ahead.
That's the thing that I really like about the schools. They also encourage you to go ahead.
Yeah.
Because at a lot of other schools, it's, oh, you finished your work, okay, you can go and do whatever, because I'm happy with you. But at Peak, it's, oh, I finished my work. The teacher's like, okay, well then go ahead now.
Yeah, you can use the schedule to almost prepare for class to understand the work better when they teach it, and maybe something you didn't understand when going through on your own to ask a teacher.
Yeah.
So if I said to you, I've had students start a subject in the July of the year, and they were forced to do that, right? And they finished, it was business studies, IGCSE, and they finished that in 3 months.
Well,
And wrote the exam, and that's great. I can tell everybody that, but guess what they got as a result?
not very high.
A B. At the end of the day, it's all about the
Student.
and the
Ownership.
ownership, right? I love the arguing. It's great.